Hello, YTPC. Ethan, Parsimonious Piper here. Today we're going to talk in our Morsels for Mental Manducation about purpose. But first, in a big Savinelli, well, it's not quite a billiard. That stem's a little too long, but it's not really all that Levadish either. Anyway, big pipe. I got the last of my Balkan Sassieni. Good stuff in a big pipe, the purpose of which is to smoke big bowls. Let's talk a little bit about purpose. So, yesterday in church, our pastor was preaching from Genesis about creation, and he mentioned briefly purpose, but that sent me down a rabbit hole. Think about our pipes and gear. Everything we have is made with a purpose. For example, the tamper I just used, a couple of beautiful brass casings welded together as a gift. Thank you, Brandon. It's a beautiful tamper, has a nice weight to it, feels good in the hand. Only does one thing though, just tamps. If I need to scoop, I have to move up to something like this, also handmade as a gift. That'll let me tamp on one end and scoop from the other. Both of those look really nice. They each have their own purpose. Maybe the most useful one that I have though is the cheapest, and that's the check tool that only costs a couple bucks a piece and has a tamper, a pick, and a spoon. Not all that pretty, but it works. Has a purpose. Pipes are kind of the same way. Take a look at a few. Corncob pipe. Oh, that thing is not fancy. It's dirt cheap. Serves one purpose. Deliver smoke. Does it pretty well. Does it very affordably. Move up just a little. Got a La Rocca basket pipe. Nothing fancy. Durable. Should last me a bit. Sometimes what you see isn't everything that you get though. This one serves another purpose. Holds a 9mm filter. For people who are concerned with delivery of tar and other things into your mouth, well, that serves a very definite purpose. It's good stuff. Something else I got here. I got a small Meerschaum billiard. Oh, this thing is fantastic. If I want to taste an individual component, or if I want to taste the blend just exactly the way it is with no impact of a corn cob or a briar on the taste, that little pipe, it does it fantastically. Not very pretty. All banged up, but it doesn't ghost. Now, some pipes, because of their shape, are really good for complex blends. Something like this with a broad bowl, relatively low but wide. A lot of people like to smoke complex Englishes, things like that, where you got a lot of components and you can get them all lit at the same time. Whereas some pipes, like this one, this has a tall, narrow bowl. A lot of folks like flakes, something like that. That maybe blends that are more one-dimensional, and a lot of flakes are. or at least don't have the complexity of an English. Tall, narrow bowl works pretty well for that. Oh, finally, in this set of examples, you have something like this. That's a J Mouton. It's a pipe that does everything well, and it does it beautifully. Now, unless you're brain dead, you see where I'm going with this. But it's a good reminder that, like our pipes, we all have our own purpose. Now, yes, unlike our pipes, we're all created by one creator. But, like our pipes, we do have one common purpose. The Bible tells us that all of creation, basically, is created to bring glory to God. And that's what we are here to do as well. Now, what does that look like? I think it looks an awful like Jesus' answer to the Pharisees when they asked him what the greatest commandment was, and he said to love the Lord your God with everything you got, and to love your neighbor as yourself. Now, if we do those two things, then whether you're a believer or not, quite frankly, you're going to fulfill your purpose. Now, all of us are created with a unique set of skills, likes, talents, strengths and weaknesses. So there may be a huge variety of ways that we can achieve our purpose, and we may each, in fact, have some slightly different purpose. Some of us are going to be Hobbiton pipers, and we're going to do it in style. Some of us are not that blessed. We just kind of plod along. But we all have a purpose. We can all serve that purpose with the events in the world as they are. Let me encourage you to do something difficult to serve your purpose. Live out that commandment to the best of your ability. In particular, love your neighbor as yourself. Try following that golden rule. See if your sense of purpose doesn't become clearer. With that, I'm going to let this pipe do its purpose, smoking a big old bowl of some good tobacco. Y'all light something you like. Enjoy your afternoon.